So Secret Level. So it's basically their episodes focusing on different games. You watched I made a video, was it last month or something? Or the month, I don't remember. Concord had one. You know, Concord, the game that was so bad that it was removed from shelves and online due to how bad it was 2 weeks after it was launched. Yeah, even that had an episode. But here, Microsoft and all its wisdom has decided to turn this legendary episode down. This episode, this crossover that would have brought in a lot of people, they turned down. Clueless Microsoft refuses Halo and Doom crossover. One's fighting aliens, one's fighting literal gods. Actually, God. Didn't this dude like beat literal God? Um, Turned down. Secret level showrunners were turned down for potentially legendary Master Chief Doomslayer team up. Who in their right mind would look at this and say, "No, we don't want that"? This could have been one of the most awesome crossovers within this decade, and they're like, "No, sorry." Secret Level is an animated anthology series on Amazon Prime Video, created by Love, Death, and Robots creator Tim Miller and Dave Wilson, that explores stories within the realm of video games and other media. Sometimes it follows canon closely, and sometimes the series veers into a strange into strange alternative worlds, occasionally for the better, most often for much worse. In this case, following the rule of cool would have been much better. Amazon's Prime Video series left a lot to be desired, whether it be embarrassingly awful DEI-fied episode with Sony properties like Helldivers 2, which people love Helldivers 2, and I mean that's from both sides. That people can say, oh, it's political or has an agenda or message, and I've said before, having a message is fine as long as it's not preaching to you every 5 seconds. I mean, it's modern day. Everything's gonna have a political message in it now. It's just how it is. The only difference is, are they treating gamers like they're fucking stupid and having to hold your hand and say, "Hey guys, guess what? This is about racism, and racism is bad," or does it let you read between the lines and discover it on your own? Is it holding your hand and treating you like you're fucking stupid? Like, oh my god, treating girls like that is bad. You need to know about consent. Or is it trusting that the people are smart enough to read between the lines and understand what it's about? So there's good ways to go about messaging and bad ways to go about messaging. Uh oh yeah, the Mega Man one. Helldivers 2, incredibly short Mega Man episode. The bizarre take on Pac-Man. Yeah, that one I was like, this is Pac-Man? Or the hilarious in hindsight Concord episode that set up future plot threads that will never actually be realized. Because Concord failed. Uh oh. Oh yikes, am I right? The showrunners hinted that one episode could have rivaled the Warhammer 40K episode. With that, wait, hinted that one episode that could have rivaled the 40K episode was left on the cutting room floor. According to Collider, Secret Level showrunners Tim Miller and Dave Wilson approached Halo and Doom intellectual property owner Microsoft with an idea so crazy it just might work. An episode of the show dedicated to the hypothetical team up featuring Chief Petty Officer John 117 and titular the titular Doom Slayer. Imagine that, a cybernetically enhanced Spartan 2 that puts the fear of God into an entire race of technologically advanced alien tags teaming against the legions of hell with a man they call the Doom Slayer, whose entire life motto can be summed up as "You're huge." That means you have to have huge guts, rip and tear. Unfortunately, The incredibly cool and potentially legendary concept never made it past the glitch, or no, why did I say glitch? The pitch. Wow. Uh, I'm looking at like two different words. I just collided them. Uh, when asked by Collider, when they were whether there were any companies they'd approach with the episode concept that turned them down, Wilson had the following to say: "Yeah, Microsoft. Fuck Microsoft." No, the creative director at ID is a good friend of ours, and so are folks at Microsoft. Well, just because you're friends with them, I mean, chances are they're not higher ups, the ones who make that kind of decision. So we made a big plea because one of the things both Tim and I would love to do is something that isn't currently available in games, like a crossover. We wanted to make make a Master Chief Doomslayer crossover episode, and I spent a whole weekend crafting an impassioned letter of my childhood, and it's exactly what Tim said. They were like, "Nah." I mean, how stupid do you have to be? How stupid to, these two legendary characters could have been the biggest episode, just the biggest pull for this series that doesn't seem to be very popular, and Microsoft's like, no. Microsoft, come here. Are you stupid? Like, legit question for scientific purposes here. Are you stupid? Because you seem to be. Microsoft's no stranger to being clueless about the countless gold. Yeah, exactly. They're sitting on. Halo Infinite is widely regarded as one of the worst adaptations of the Halo franchise in its entire history, which is saying something because Halo 5 previously claimed that throne. Its subsidiary, 343 Industries, now comprised most entirely of DEI hires, heavily strayed from the original vision developed by series creator Bungie, which itself has become a poor, fast smile, uh, a fast smile of what it once was. 343 is near constant failures with Halo, Bungie's Destiny. Yeah, I mean, Destiny series continues to hemorrhage players, while the completes its Sony death spiral, like countless other developers. It may not survive to even see its extraction shooter Marathon come to fruition. But with Halo, Microsoft has had a franchise that has built its entire console generations and brand. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm sure the other games are just fine, but Halo, the first Halo. I mean, every Friday, when I was in high school, I would go over to my friend's house. It would be me, like we'd be over there, and it'd be like two, three other guys, and we just stay up all night playing Halo. And I would just love to play. You know, there's what the Beaver Creek or whatever it's called. When you just have two bases on the other side, and I'm doing things like I'm standing at one base, blowing them up all the way over at the second one. They're sitting there like you're staring at my screen. I'm like, even if I was, this shot is impossible to do. Me and my brother played it all the time. Uh, it was a good game. Halo 2. I tried playing Halo 2. The story mode, it was co-op, and I was I couldn't. I'm terrible with that. Like he's standing there, and I'm just like, he's like, "Will you stop doing that?" He responds. I'm like, "I'm sorry." So I couldn't do it. I can't play with others like that in co-op. I just intrusive thoughts take over, and suddenly I'm killing them. Um, but with Halo, Microsoft had a franchise that has built entire consoles and burned around. Halo was so universally beloved that the corporation named its AI assistant Cortana. Can we get like oh no. Anyway, I've never been more proud. Hey everyone, pack it up. We lost Grums. Lol, this was literally my suggestion bug to add pronouns to the menu. I kept forgetting what pronouns we picked for our QA saves and wanted to make sure our gendered dialogue was picking the right pronouns. You know, stuff that matters. In its acquisition of Bethesda, Microsoft gained an immense library of works, including the Fallout series, Elder Scrolls, and Doom. So why not help bring Halo back to the good graces of the fans by releasing a short featuring a hypothetical team-up with Master Chief and the Doomslayer, giving the forces of hell some berserker packing and a half. Yeah, I mean, that would have been awesome. I mean, especially for Master Chief. He's used to fighting aliens. Doom Guy fights gods. Like, even if they're powerful aliens, they're still just aliens. Master Chief, Doom Guy is fighting literal gods and taking down God. So it would have been really cool to see Master Chief have to deal with that. Not a race that's, technological or anything, but flat out demons who don't need technology because of how crazy powerful they are. Um, well, maybe the issue is that Microsoft is totally clueless about what people actually want. Look no further than the games company. Look no further than the games the company is promoting, like Avowed. Yeah, which it it has potential. It had potential to be a great game, but now it's no one's gonna play it because that ascot wearing Matt Hansen decided to come out and just piss everyone off. So all the people working hard on the game, most likely they're going to get fired because the game's not going to do well. Because that's what happens when you come out and piss people off. We don't have to buy your $80 game. You're spending hundreds of millions of dollars to make it. We don't have to buy it. So in the end, you're only hurting yourself by coming out and basically saying that you're putting things in game to purposely piss people off. So when you have to lay off all those good people who just wanted to do their jobs, because that's what they are, they're not the ones inserting the crap. They're told to insert it. When they lose their jobs, guess who is going to get blamed? Us. When it was this douchebag Matt Hansen who couldn't keep his mouth shut. Mr. Oh, let me just tweet out that I'm going to racially discriminate against an entire group of people so that way we can get more black people in here. Because according to him, the place was filled with crusty white dudes. So that's all it takes. It could have been game of the year. But you come out, you bash the fans, you can't keep your mouth shut, and now no one's going to buy your game. The only people who are going to buy it are the people who care about the pronouns and all that. And it's not going to be enough to save the game. The game's going to fail. You're going to have to let people go. And then you're going to come out and attack the fans. Good job, douchebag. So while we're watching the Avowed disaster continue to burn and probably lead to a terrible yet inevitable episode of Secret Level in its own right, just remember you could have had Master Chief and the Doomslayer knee deep in the dead, blasting blasting Covenant demon hybrids on the fiery shores of hell. What a waste! Oh God, that would be. Imagine, yeah, like Covenant demon hybrids, like the demons empowering them with demonic. Oh God, that would. Or the demons actually using the Covenant's technology. Oh my God, that could have been, and it would take place both in space and in hell, because it would be such a threat that it wouldn't be contained to just one space. It would be in space and hell. That would be amazing. Microsoft's like, nah. Again, Microsoft, come here. Are you stupid? For scientific purposes, are you stupid? Um, but yeah, this had potential to be amazing. Again, Concord got an episode. Concord, a game that doesn't, it's not even around anymore. 2 weeks after launch, that gets an episode. But this amazing concept, like, nah, we're good. We don't, no. People aren't gonna like that. Gee, Microsoft, and you wonder why you're struggling, especially with games. But hey, it's always us, right? It's not you. We're totally the ones that turned down this amazing idea, not you. So anyway, let me know what you think of Doom and Halo crossover. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.